Morning, guys. It is the equinox, and it is a full moon in Libra. And the sun enters Aries today. We've got a gigantic amount of numbers. The twin flames are involved at the moment. There's something new that's being created, some type of legacy, and it's in regards to our beliefs, to how we react. We are supposed to be surrendering, and it's going to help us transform. Okay, since we have those two planets, the full moon in Libra at 0 degrees and the sun in Aries at 0 degrees opposite each other, it's about creating something new. Now, for some of you guys are going to be making some brave changes, and you're going to be putting a lot of energy and attention into your relationships, into your partnerships, into the people that you work with. And I don't mean at work. I do mean at work, but not just at work. People that you encounter every day, friends, neighbors, relatives, love, everybody in general, basically. Loving the human and the human's condition of the humans, okay? There's endings, there's beginnings. Excuse me. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We also have 623s. Okay, so whatever you're choosing to believe right now, it's bringing you peace. Okay, or your beliefs are bringing you balance. Now, for a small, well, actually, not a small amount of you. Some of you guys could be battling. Some people, it could be the battle of the sexes. And now this just doesn't mean males and females. This is male and female energy in addition to couples. Okay, it could be friends. You could be at war with your best friend if you guys carry male and female energies. It's just a possibility. And like I was saying, not everybody's going to deal with that. Some people will fight. They'll discover something and then they'll end up making up, okay? And others will permanently walk away if somebody is just living in a fantasy world. A lot of you are starting to make those changes, quitting smoking, quitting drinking, quitting certain behaviors that do not serve you. Let's see. Some these fights, the people that are fighting, some of it is as the sun in Pisces transitions to the sun in Aries. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of delusion, and people were just really confused. But I got news for you: the sun moving into Aries is going to help clear things up. And when you were feeling tired just yesterday, you're going to start feeling better and better. In fact, more jazz, feeling brave, feeling a little risky. And with the full moon in Libra, you could be risky and frisky. 23 is about boundaries also. 3 is information, communication, ideas, beliefs. 2 is about harmony. It's about balance. It's about teamwork. Okay, so there's a balancing of your ideas. Some of the information that you're getting is making you feel at peace. Okay, it's about asserting boundaries. And it's about having confidence in yourself, okay? And having confidence in asserting those boundaries. Don't be chicken. This is a time to step up and hold strong, okay? And then it equals 5, which is about change, okay? So change is left and right. This is 5-5. So, I mean, if that isn't a sign, 5 to the 5th power, okay? Changes that are bringing us something brand new, okay, that we've never seen before. I was thinking about doing the what the fuck video live and just basically repeating everything I've been channeling in the last couple days and just letting it roll, channeling and seeing what comes out of my mouth, because I never know what comes out of my mouth, just as much as you guys don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. Just tell you that much. All right, so we've already done a full moon in Libra, but we're going to do a daily energy general tarot reading just to see where we stand at the moment. Now, the full moon in Libra was exactly full at 6:04 a.m. this morning. I did not look at what time the sun moves to Aries. Ooh. Okay, so this came out like this. That's reversed. First card is Death, reversed. So some of you guys are not haven't gone through a transformation yet. I feel it's about to happen. Some this is not the end of giving. Okay, so for some of you guys who are living single and independent, don't get me wrong, okay? With the sun in Aries, there can be tendencies to be selfish, but this is not the end of giving. Even though you're by yourself, you still have to come from a place of gratitude and compassion, okay? Don't completely pull back from everyone. You need to give freely from your heart, okay? Because what comes around goes around. It's called reciprocity, okay? And the thing is, this could represent a Pisces, Scorpio. The reason why I say that is because Pisces give without expectation of return. They don't care because they are love. They give without expectation in return. I feel like this is saying, stay course. Hold your course. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Give without expectations. Do not hold back, because if you hold back from somebody, you could be having that thought, I want to punish them. I know, I just won't give them. That's a no-no. You're making a judgment. You must always give from the heart, okay? Give when you can, but if you don't have, then you can't give, right? Also, too, you don't want to give to somebody who refuses to see the light, because the last thing you want to do is enable somebody's pattern of behavior or thoughts, okay? Those are the people that you must pull back from, but at the same time, you cannot judge them. So in order to continue on your path and find peace, you must serve. You must serve others or suffer, okay? Because when you serve, you make somebody else happy. And that's probably going to make you happy, because we also have the 9 of Hearts. Okay, so serve or suffer. Okay, choose to serve, and your heart will be filled with happiness. 9 of Hearts. 9 is also about unconditional love in this case. Okay, so in order to be unconditional love, you must vibrate out unconditional love. I understand we're all human and we can't be loving every second, because sometimes you want to choke a fucker. I know. I was there 2 days ago. I wanted to choke a motherfucker. But a friend in need is a friend indeed, you know. Like I said, serve or suffer. At this time, you could probably find some peace and happiness in helping somebody else out without expectation of return. So in a lot of the relationships and partnerships, especially with today being the sun in Aries and the full moon in Libra, a lot of people are realizing that they must give in order to be happy. And people could be making changes where once they used to hold back from you as a means of power, or if they came from a place of fear, this is like heightened awareness and heightened higher consciousness. They're realizing that they weren't happy, okay? And they're also realizing that in order to be happy, they must give from their heart. So a lot of you ladies and gents out there, you're going to be really, really lucky. There's going to be a turnaround. Think of it as Valentine's Day, a rebirth, a rebirth of consciousness and how somebody thinks. So now they're realizing they must give without expectation of anything back. And what happens is they start giving back too. Okay, and this leads to happiness. Okay, finding your bliss, happiness with a partner. For some of you guys, you're just happy to be able to work together with them, regardless of if you're in the same household. Or not. Either way. Ooh, baby. Wow. Okay, yeah. So for some of you guys who have real true love, somebody's going to be stepping up and they're now going to be giving back to you where once you used to give to them, yet you had to realize that you had to continue giving to them, because if you pulled back, you were doing the same thing that they were doing. You're not them. You are love, so you need to operate from a place of love. Ace of Hearts can be new beginnings. It's also about loving the self. And I was just saying that, right? You know, you have to love yourself first. Remember to love yourself first. And for others, this is going to renew your relationship and make you feel happier and freer than you've ever been before. Okay, we've got 3 cards that are reversed. Universal downloads. You're getting something here. Holy shit. Oh my God. This is like the girl, the gold watch and everything, okay? Not only are you happy with yourselves, but you're happy in your relationships, but you're getting some downloads. And very, very shortly here, it feels like in the next couple of days, some fortunate events. Look at this. It's karma. It's Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. Okay, for some of you guys, this feels like Pluto. Judgment, karma. I'm not sure if that's... No, that feels like Pluto to me. Death and regeneration. Your karma, for some of you, your karma will come from the skies. For some of you, your karma is to stay together. For some of you, your karma is to unite with this person. There's been a decision here. Somebody's opened their heart and they've given into love. It's something you deserve, okay? A lot of you guys are closing the door on the past here. And now, keep in mind, like I said, this is psychic downloads. These cards came out reversed, okay? So you're getting information. You're being inundated with information and energy. And what's going on is you're going to emerge with a new consciousness, a compassionate, loving consciousness, okay? Closing the door on the old ego. Some of you guys had done it, okay? Wheel of Fortune is about closing one door, meaning another door opens. See the phoenix? Rising from the ashes of. So for some of you guys, this is an evolution to higher consciousness. And a lot of you wish for it, okay? The Star card is about hope and healing after trauma. It's about what you've wished for the most. What, if you only had one wish, what would you wish for? Something that lasts a lifetime, okay? For me, guys, I wish for knowledge. I want to know so I can help people. For a lot of you guys, you're going to be getting your wishes. There are events that are in motion. The universe is working for you. Holy shit. I mean, Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. This is luck. Okay, this is the universe working in your favor. And today, I did not mention it in the full moon in Libra, but I did mention in the horoscope, there are so many things going on in the skies. I mean, not only do we have a triple grand earth trine that's still existing, we also have a kite formation that a kite formation and, oh, a T-square that exits at Jupiter and Sagittarius, meaning a small window of time for some luck. So somebody's going to get super lucky today. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, I can't even think. This is just so crazy and awesome. Yet at the same time, there's also, sorry about the trucks outside, guys, I'll yell louder. Also, there's a Grand Fixed Cross, or Grand Cardinal Cross, excuse me, I think. Anyways, I won't even look, but that is forcing you to make a decision. So a lot of you guys are supposed to trust your intuition and instincts above all else. There's going to be a small window in which you're going to have to decide quickly on something, and it's going to be pretty lucky. And then, what do we have? Hold on. Oh, the kite formation. Okay, the kite formation. There's some that's going to, some people that know how to use their inner resources to change their lives without going to extremes. And there's some that are responsible, mature, and wise, and they can face the reality of their situation without being pessimistic or fatalistic. Okay, but you know, I always warn you guys about the bad stuff. I don't see any bad stuff going on here, so I'm not even going to tell you. You want to know about the bad stuff, then you got to watch the horoscope video. This is amazing, guys. Somebody is evolving. They're getting everything they want. The girl, the gold watch, everything. I want to say the gold wings. Oh, here's a chunk of information. Yeah, so like me, somebody's being inundated with downloads, okay? And they're, I know you guys, I don't ever put cards back. To me, they fall out. Everything has a reason. So if 20 cards are falling out, that means you're receiving this package of energy, or this could be all of this coming in at one time or happening at one time, or this could be events that are happening around you. So I'm going to read them, okay? And I'm going to go through them really, really fast. Okay, every time I look at the time, I looked at it, and when I was talking about something else, and it said 1515, which is a transformation. When I hear transformation, I think of Pluto, which is the Judgment card. It's number 20, though, so it's about something new that balances things out, a wake-up call, lucky. And this is good in this. Whatever happens, it's going to allow you to rise even further. Okay, so this information, and I got this the other day too. A big chunk of cards came out, and I'm like, what the hell? But that's what they want me to do. It wouldn't have fallen out unless it was meant to, right? Everything has a reason, everything has a time, and everything has a place. Order. It's about order. Things being ordered and things coming into order. So something's being given to you in your head. The Emperor, control, stability, power. Four of Hearts, remember to love yourself. Princess of Hearts, always come from a place of kindness and compassion. Don't play innocent, but we're going back to a time of innocence, a time without fear or guilt or shame or hate or anger. Okay, the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Yes, you can trust love. You are love. Can't you trust yourself? Maybe you need to work on transforming how you love yourself, okay? This is part of the race, transforming yourself. It's a race to find the identity. There's a reindeer on here. For some reason, in other... Is that a moose? It's a moose, big animals. And a butterfly. Pisces, Pluto, and Cancer. This is like a race to the finish, okay? It's coming down the wire to the wire. You're nearing your goals. You're getting smarter. This is determination and willpower. Princess of Wands. Think before you speak. Think before you act. Queen of Wands, inspire and be inspired. Anything that comes to you at this time, you're going to conquer it and take action. And while you gather those tools to solve those problems, you share your information with the world. Empress, sitting pretty, pregnant with ideas, information, children, something being born, someone being reborn, you're being reborn, transformed. And for you Catholics and Christians out there, you are washed of your sins. You're being washed of your sins is basically what's happening. Letting go of the past, coming to terms with it, and sliding it into its proper place in the past. Okay, no more greed, no more treating people as less than, no more being afraid, honorable intentions. Everything's going to come together, okay, at one time. This is a culmination, okay? So, yeah, this is like being slammed with information. If I'm not mistaken, I think I pulled this yesterday too. So this is a big chunk of information being given to you. This feels like instructions. It feels like instructions, and it's all going to come together, and you're suddenly going to have figured it all out. It feels like you suddenly put it together, or things are finally coming together, and now you have unlimited options because you're coming to a place of complete and total authenticity, shedding everything that you ever learned or believe through experience as long as you've been alive. All you got to do is meditate, find your inner peace. Whenever you feel the world closing in on you, when something hits you and leaves you stunned by lightning, like you have boyfriend issues, a boyfriend breaks up with you, you get fired, you get divorced, somebody dies, there's a great tragedy that causes fear, anger, hate. You need to take a few minutes for yourself, feel it, realize that it's just energy. It's just in your mind, because the Ten of Swords is about your feelings after an event has occurred. So the worst has already happened, and all that's left is how you feel about it, okay? So you're coming to this place of higher consciousness where you can see past, rising from the ashes, okay? Learning not to make judgments, learning to close the door on things that don't serve you, to close the door on anything negative, okay, and reaching for the stars, having hope, knowing that there's better, okay, knowing that there's a tomorrow and that you can't stay in this. Everything is temporary, including feelings, okay? So to get past this, you must meditate and trust your instincts and your intuition. This is kind of, I almost want to say this is kind of crazy, but this is beautiful. Okay, so somebody is feeling really balanced. They're leveling out. They're getting the messages. They know what they have to do. Yeah, these are instructions. You will achieve control if you listen. Listen with your heart. Listen with your mind. Because the only thing that you can hear with your ears is the chatter of 3D. Okay. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Trust yourself. And you're going to find that you're going to be lifted out of this old consciousness, renewed into a higher consciousness. And it's going to bring you a lot of peace. I need a couple of confirmation cards from here. So for a lot of you, you're transcending and transforming through love. Or you're transforming into love. And, you know, since it is spring, you know, you see the bunnies, you see the eggs. It's a time for fertility. So a lot of you guys will be making up and making out and making babies. what else was I going to say about Easter eggs, golden eggs. King of Cups. Yeah, somebody loves you. They are totally controlling themselves, but they're just like eyeing you up every chance they get. They have so much love for you. The King of Cups is a wise and considerate advisor, okay? This person controls their emotions. For some, it's that they don't know how to express their emotions. When we have the Ten of Swords and the King of Cups together, that's addiction. Okay, so for some of you guys, you're going to be facing your addiction. Some of you guys are spinning, realizing what you have to do, but afraid to do it. Well, the universe is going to be helping you out here. Libra is making new promises, okay? And it could be to yourself. And we have the Sun in Aries, which is about having the energy to express bravery. So some of you guys could be talking and not acting yet. Some of you, well, I get, it depends on your chart, because some of you have already started. As I see, you know, people are trying to quit drinking, they're trying to quit smoking, they're trying to quit whatever thing they do chronically. Hopefully the chronics going to stop being chronics. But yeah, this is about addictions and obsessions. Somebody's going to stop this pattern of behavior. Okay, and the partner is not quite cold. It's like love isn't at the forefront right now. They're not quite, they're very independent. But they still want to be linked to you. But there's no cold shoulder there. Somebody's very, very intelligent, but they're not cutting this person out with the obsession. There's love here. There's real love here. So there's patience and understanding. Somebody knows that this is going to come to an end. Oh, baby. Somebody knows that this is going to come to an end. This person is your soulmate. Okay, you guys have real love. You guys are soulmates. You guys are twin flames. So yeah, twin flames and soulmates, this reading is for you. You guys have somebody, for that portion of people that you're still with. You don't necessarily live with them at the moment because you've realized that you've needed space. So you guys have physically separated and you're in different positions, but you're still connected by the mind, you're still connected by the heart. You guys have karmic ties. You have been with each other in other lives. Wow. For some of you guys, this could be with Mercury retrograde. This could be thinking of things that you loved past, reminiscing, revisiting. This could be a relative coming to visit you that brings you some luck. Or with the Libra element, children, something lucky happens for you in regards to children. There could be healing in terms of children, healing in terms of love, healing with relationships. Okay, 6 is love. It's also the past. Cups are love. 6 is healing. So there's some relationships that are healing because people are coming from a higher consciousness now. They're learning to love themselves and they're getting ready. They're getting to the point where they're capable of loving others. So a lot of you twin flames are going to be uniting before the end of the year. Oh, let's see. Look at that. Justice, Queen of Cups, and Hermit. Okay, so for some of you guys, you haven't quite been divorced from this person that you left. There's still some legal work that you have to take care of. Queen of Swords reversed, okay? The sword is communication, information, thinking. So both of you guys are thinking about the divorce paperwork, because Libra is also contracts. Here's a soul contract here. For some of you guys, it's going to be revealed to you who your soulmate is, or you're going to feel them. Some of you guys are going to be trying to analyze if this is the person that's supposed to be my soulmate, questioning it. For some of you guys, there's going to be some resolution in terms of loved ones who've departed. This can be wills. This can be somebody getting out of jail. This can be TROs. This can be gaining clarity, seeing the truth of the matter in terms of the heart, the puzzle from the past, making sense of what happened in previous relationships. So this is like tying up putting the torch down. Very much like putting the wands down. Same deal. Something that's burdened you, disappointments from past love affairs, baggage. Somebody's finally getting closure in a love relationship, leaving the past behind after they've gotten a hold of themselves. Okay, Queen of Cups is empathy. Okay, she's feeling. So some of us are coming to the reality of the situation, recognizing the truth about the people we love and past relationships. Like for some of you, you could have had your children taken away. You could have had your children taken away, and now you're realizing your fault in it. You're purging how you feel about it, and then you're mastering the self, getting your shit together. Don't let it rip you apart where it ripped you apart before. You are coming to terms and making peace with baggage. Purging with the Queen of Cups and the Hermit. This is definitely a dark night of the soul for somebody. It's all flashing before their eyes what they have to do. Every relationship they had in the past with children, with their parents, with friends, with lovers, with people they work with. Everything that they've ever done, they are now seeing the light. They're now seeing the responsibility that they play in each one of these heartbreaks. And that's what you got to do. Take responsibility for yourself and master the self, okay? Hermit is also the number 9 card, and Justice is also number 11, okay? So there's purging and the truth being seen about the past. Wow. Yeah, there's the 4 of Cups. And now there's a lot of consideration about, how do I love myself now? How do I love now? Well, start with yourself. And when you're happy, you have plenty to give back to others. Another chunk of cards. Little girls outside. Okay, so. Some of you guys, it might happen in your dreams, because this is about illusion. Things that are in the clouds. This could be a fantasy world. You could be floating on air, feeling so light once you shed these things that used to burden you. Okay? Forgiving yourself and aiming high, reaching for the stars. Now that you've purged that, you're fully present. Now you're thinking, okay, well, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, and I want to do this. It's like excitement. Is this a dream? Do I really get to live happily ever after? And they're also seeing any kind of illusions or delusions or veils that once covered their eyes. The Hermit is lighting it up for them. They're seeing through the illusions, the veils lifting. And then we have the Sun, Temperance, Knight of Swords, and the King of Wands. Ooh, boy. They see their anger. They see their bitching. It's like flashbacks. And then there's the Sun. Today, oh, look at that. I didn't even realize. It's time for healing. Okay, Sun and Aries, making changes, being brave, having the courage, and knowing that it's time to let things go. Okay, you're being prompted to get rid of anything negative, anything from the past that tainted your consciousness. Okay, moving back to purity. The Sun and the energy of Aries will burn the bad away. That's what this is. This is a purification. You're taking the opportunity presented to you to purify yourself. Back to the beginning, guys. Starting again, but being aware of the negative things that influence you, that influence your beliefs, the negative things that influence your consciousness. Okay, so on this person that is having like all this stuff flash before their eyes about every interaction, it's becoming clear about every disappointment in their life and the role that they've played in it. They're owning up to their shit, okay? So look what card came out. Pono, to be right with. Integrity, 15, that's a number of transformation. That's change within the self. To be right with. My intention is to live in alignment with my core values and to cultivate honesty and integrity in all of my relationships. By choosing to live in integrity with yourself, your family and friends, your living space, your where you work, and in the ecosystem of the entire planet, you cultivate true alignment with your life. Living honestly and from your core values will allow you to be more effective and less stressed in all your endeavors. And it fell on top of the very same thing. Okay, I love it when it ties it in and wraps it up. Sometimes the messages isn't so clear. Sometimes it's advice, but this is just backing up what I was saying. Somebody is finally being honest with themselves. And it's going to pay off for them and for you if you're the one who loves them. All right, guys, signing off for today. Love you guys. Happy spring.